This is a WCVB Channel 5 editorial. Speaking on behalf of the editorial board, WCVB President and General Manager Andrew Vries.
Another senseless act of political violence, this time targeting conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Just 31 years old, a husband, a father of two. The assassination of Kirk is horrifying and it's tragic. Sadly, it's not surprising, and that's the problem. Kirk, shot and killed in front of thousands of students at a small college in Utah, was a close ally of President Trump. He had a massive following, largely young Americans. The mission of the organization he founded, Turning Point, was to promote the principles of fiscal responsibility, free markets, and limited government. He was also a lightning rod for criticism over his positions on abortion, race, the LGBTQ community, Islam, and for spreading misinformation about COVID-19 and election fraud. Kirk's murder is in the spotlight today, but it's a spotlight we've seen far too often and too recently. Earlier this summer in Minnesota, two Democratic state legislators were shot and killed in their homes. 2 months earlier, a person broke in and set fire to the home of Pennsylvania's Democratic governor. Last year, President Trump was targeted twice by would-be assassins. In 2022, the husband of Nancy Pelosi, the former Democratic Speaker of the House, was brutally attacked in their home by a hammer-wielding assailant. In 2017, Republican members of Congress were fired upon while practicing for a baseball game. And of course, there was the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Political violence is not confined to party lines. It's the product of hate and intolerance. It's fueled by social media, misinformation, unverified reporting, and outlets that masquerade as news organizations but are little more than megaphones for the far left or the far right. Experts warn, unless we ratchet down the nuclear tone of our political discourse, more violence is inevitable. According to researchers at the University of Maryland, in the first 6 months of this year, the U.S. experienced 150 politically motivated attacks, more than double the same period last year. Among the many reactions to Kirk's assassination, one voice stands out. Gabby Giffords, the former Democratic Congresswoman and a determined survivor herself of gun violence. She said democratic societies will always have political disagreements, but we must never allow America to become a country that confronts those disagreements with violence. Attacks against political or ideological opponents are cowardly and un-American and must be universally condemned. We can only echo Giffords' comments. She added both parties have been targeted and both parties share a moral and patriotic duty to take meaningful action to stop gun crime from claiming more lives. If this political violence doesn't stop, we're no better than the countries where political violence is a daily fact of life.
Send comments to editorials@WCVB.com.